Hello guys, Krishna here and welcome back to the channel. Today we are talking about something huge. For the first time, the Indian rupee has touched 90 rupees for 1 US dollar. Now look, this isn't just financial headline, this affects everything. Fuel prices, imports, travel, education, tech gadgets, literally daily life. So in this video, we'll check out what are the reasons and what are the impacts. So before we jump into the reasons, let's quickly understand what this number means. When the rupee falls, it basically means you need more rupees to buy $1. Think of it like this. Earlier, if you needed 75 to 80 rupees for a dollar, and now you need 90 rupees for dollar. So anything connected to dollars, imports, foreign education, travel, companies buying raw materials, all of this becomes more expensive. Simple. $1 is now heavier than the rupee, and that shift has consequences. Okay, the biggest reason India imports way more than it exports. We buy crude oil, gas, machinery, electronics, raw materials, and most of this is priced in dollars. So, the moment we import more, companies need more dollars to pay international suppliers. But because everyone is trying to buy dollars at the same time, the demand spikes and boom, the rupee starts weakening. 2025 has been a crazy year for global oil prices and commodity prices, and India is heavily dependent on imports. So our import bill shot up, and that just dragged the rupee down even more. And the next reason, the US dollar itself has become super strong. See, the US increased interest rates again and again to control the inflation. And when that happens, investors around the world start putting money back into the US because the returns are even higher. So, what happens? Money flows out of countries like India and flows back into the US. Foreign investors pull out their money from our stock market, bond market, and when they do that, they sell rupees and buy dollars. More people selling rupees is equal to rupees go down. More people buying dollars is equal to dollar going up. There's also the global tension factor. Anything like wars, unstable market, big elections, investors become nervous, and nervous investors always go to safe currencies like the dollar. And the Reuters recently reported that foreign investors have been consistently pulling money out of Indian markets because of global uncertainty and because the US is offering better returns right now. Less foreign money coming in is equal to weak rupee. More foreign money going out is also equal to even weaker rupee. So it's not just India's problem. When global markets shake, the rupee usually feels it pretty fast. And we also need to talk about what's happening inside India. When inflation stays high, when the government's borrowing rises, when our trade deficit keeps widening, the rupee automatically stays under pressure. And the 2025 data shows imports have been jumped, exports couldn't keen up, capital outflows increased, hedge cost went up, and investors become cautious. And all these little drops together fill the bucket, and the bucket spills at 90 rupees for $1. Now, the big question is, how does this affect you? Let's keep it real and simple. When the rupee falls, anything that India imports gets even expensive, like fuels, cooking oil, electronics, laptops and phones, cars with imported parts, clothing brands, machinery used by factories. And when the company's costs go up, they increase the final price, which means inflation. You may notice food transport, delivery charges, and even small essentials going up in the next few months. And this hits the middle class the most. And this doesn't stop here. And if you're planning to study abroad or to travel international or to send money to your kids who are in abroad, maybe to buy anything from US or to run a business that uses imported raw materials, then it's definitely going to pinch your pocket. Foreign universities fees will now become more expensive. US trips, then you have to double check your budget. Business that imports raw materials, their costs will shoot up, which can lead to layoffs or price hikes. And companies that have loans in dollars, they'll now have to pay more in rupees to pay those loans. This is why corporate gets very nervous when the rupee crashes. All right, is everything bad? And not really. There are also a couple of positives as well. Exporters can earn more. NRI sending money to India get more rupees. Some industries like IT get a slight boost, but overall the pressure is also real. And to fix this in long term, India needs to reduce import dependence, push exports, bring more foreign investments, keep inflation controlled, keep the trade deficit in check. And yeah, 90 rupees per dollar is a big movement. It shows the challenges India is facing globally and domestically. And that's all for the video, guys. Thank you. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Bye bye.